Have you considered using magic to solve your problem? Shape stone is a very potent spell.
Who are you? What do you want?
I am Sunny, and I want people to understand that magic is very useful.
Indeed it is.
Actually, what he wants the most is to sell you this wonderful. What's it fucking called again? This wood.
Ironbark.
We're just here to learn. You want to talk to the gnome inside? Yeah, he does all the transactions.
All right, fine.
Okay, and these two guys.
Come on.
They look like young human wizards, maybe? And there seems to be a lot of people here, like hustle and bustle, and you can see people dumping stones in the front, and there's some guy going through the stones going, yep, nope, yep, no, and a couple people arguing over whether the stone is good enough or not.
What kind of stones are you looking for?
Good ones. Ones that can be turned into rune stones. The best stones are the stones that have spent at least 100 years in a stream bank. They're nice and smooth. You can see this pimple-faced student wizard type taking notes in a book.
Interesting. In the back, you say, is where the master is.
That hut right over there. That's where Lexicus lives.
All right. We head towards that hut. We dote our way over to that. I dote my way over to that hut.
Okay. There are two fuzzy gnolls that come wandering out of that hut. Sunny, you know what they are. Duggan and Cog, you don't know what a gnoll is.
Knowledge nature?
Or Duggan might, but Cog doesn't.
No, knowledge. Oh, okay.
Good evening, gentlemen. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Is the master here?
What are those?
What you want? You want to do trade with gnome? What in cart?
We've got ironbark that has runes that need to be removed.
Runes, yes. Gnome knows runes. Bring runes in.
All right. We seem to have a Mistra. We're going to stack them onto Mistra, and Mistra can walk them in because we've got a total of.
How heavy are they?
We have a 22 strength we have 22 total points in strength across 3 characters.
Duggan can lift 400 pounds with his telekinesis.
Okay, so Duggan is lifting up the ironbark armor with the runes on it because it weighs about 240 pounds.
Yes, but he's not just doing it with his mind. He's making it look like he's doing it with the force of his body.
Okay. They trade exclamation in a smattering of what you think is Gnollish, and give me a linguistics check.
What?
Wrong character for this.
Like a 12? 14?
I'm going to double check, make sure I have linguistics before I tell you that's my role. Yes, I do. All right, 24.
12, it was like a pigeon of 3 languages smushed together. You understood that they were speaking Gnoll, but there was something different mixed in. And then the 24, they actually had a quick conversation about how strong you were and how amazingly strong you were. And for some reason, the word for strength was mentioned in their surprise was a centaurish term about pull my tail, like an expression.
Yeah.
Like, holy, pull my tail, look how strong that guy is. And the word for strength was spoken in some really weird language you don't know.
Okay.
But they open up the doors, and inside you can see that there is clean workbenches and a bunch of runes that are on tables like on on little shelves. Like they have little stands and little like tags around them, like they're actually worth money. There's a display case with some runes in it. These runes look like they're behind some sort of glass. There is a gnome that is like rubbing his temples, and you can't help but notice the gigantic construct or golem made out of lead.
Yeah, we would notice that.
Otherwise known as the insanity golem. Heavy metal poisoning golem.
There is a gnome with a strangely beaded beard that looks like he's ponied up to a table, and the gnomes come in.
I like how they gave a different type of stone or finish to like the codpiece on the golem.
We call this creature Goldenrod.
Master Rune.
This rune-wright is your master's name, but yes, what is it?
Customer. They talk about rune, and you do rune stuff.
Yes.
That is a mighty construct you have. Might we come in?
Yes, come in.
Mistra, watch the card. Wow. Cog, are you going to stand
What's
there?
their intelligence now?
3.
Okay.
Just enough to sort of do basic things and.
Duggan's going to be the one who realizes before, other than you, how smart she's getting, because he actually talks to her.
Oh yeah,
That's a fucking sentence.
Lexicus Rune-wright III, at your service. I come from long line of rune-wrights. My great grandfather came from prime world of Galarian. My great grandfather took the plains, and to avoid a gnomish malady called the bleaching. Long story short, my craft is my family's craft since the day they retrieved an ancient manuscript penned by an elven archmage who rediscovered the forgotten secrets of rune crafting. The Imperials were... It's not a long story. It's not a short story. The Imperials were kind enough to grant me a permit, and there's this big scroll in a case and or behind a frame.
Sorry. I watched the new Patton Oswalt special,
Yep.
And there's a section where he's talking about his new adult cereal, where instead of a maze, something fun at the back, there's the entire history of Smorgasbord's farms and everything you
Right.
never wanted to know about.
That's pretty good. The Imperials were kind enough to grant me a permit to set up shop here on Volcanica. They have their rules, which I follow, but it is a lucrative craft. So long as I teach the others of their choosing and don't mess up any of their artifacts, we are allowed to do business. What can I do for you?
I'm Sunny. I awoke in an apple orchard a few miles that way. Nice to meet you.
And he waves his hand like this, and you can see a mage sigil appears. And it dies down.
Sunny will put his arcade mark up.
Ooh. He nods politely. Oh my! It is a ferry. There seems to be a lot of ferries here.
Yes.
I was like 2 blocks that way.
He looks like bewildered at Dugganschmirf, like doesn't know how to greet them, or.
You just say hello.
Hello.
Greetings.
Of all the offensive things to say to an Atomi, hello! He says hello to me, he says. I'm just fucking with you, hello.
Of course.
He smiles down to the Atomi and he looks at Sunny like see what I mean kind of thing. And what? Oh, he comes over. It is not a man. Is this your construct? Is this your servant? Your... He looks him over again. He looks at the hand. Your guardian? Mine is so very not refined. It is big hunk of metal that smells and makes water bad.
Of those terms, I would say guardian is the closest to correct. He is a friend.
I serve, master.
I should go robot.
Starts laughing. It's something very interesting craft that produced him. He actually looks at the thing on the wall. You might not want to know the details.
Yes. Yours is much more refined. It means you're a big wizard. Big deal wizard. I see. The Imperium has such grand golems. You do not want to fight one of their golems. However, I must warn you, and he points to Duggan. This one can leak poison. It is a lead golem. Do not try to make mess of shop.
Well, I just want to sell some shit, alright? Well,
Yes. What do we have here? What is all this garbage?
This is ironwood. It is currently rune encrusted, and we'd like to remove the runes from it.
Yes. Ironwood. You cast spell on it? You make my job difficult?
Excuse me?
Ironwood? You cast spell on it? You make my job difficult?
No. It's, the being was very special, and its skin was simply just ironwood.
You say being grow ironwood? Ironwood would make very good runestone. It would not be stone, it would be rune. Runes can be made out of bone, they could be made out of ironwood, they could be made out of stone.
It was a weapon from a bygone era, something the Fae used to use. A sort of a war treant.
War treant?
An ironwood treant.
Yes. I have walked through a place on my way here that had many trees. Some great tree itself that some said it was live, some worshipped it. I know what treant is. Yes. Interesting. Yes, we have a very weak rune here, and oh my, not even worth the rubies on this rune. Yeah. What do you want me to do? You want me to scrap garbage for rune?
We would like for you to transfer the rune.
Yes. I transfer rune for you. What do you see here? This rune, and he's... Sunny, you've identified it. This is a weapon enhancement +1. Or, sorry, an armor enhancement +1. And then he's got the half power minor resistance.
Need the resist 5.
This would be energy resistance as an armor. Yeah.
The equivalent of the ring.
Okay. Runestone, and he goes over to like the wall where there's a bunch of runestones that look like they're kind of blank, like they're pre-prepared. He picks up runestone, 300 gold pieces. And he puts that in your hand. You need 2. Now, I transfer this rune onto that runestone. That will cost you 500 gold pieces.
So 300 for a stone, 500 to transfer for something that costs 1,000 to produce, or 500 to craft. How much would it cost to put it back on?
Nothing. Time.
So when we return to put it onto another armor,
It takes skill, but just time. Not very expensive. And this one, it cost. He's looking at the. Minor energy resistance would be 9 grand to do it yourself. He's saying to transfer that to a rune would be 1/4 the cost. It's 2,250.
All right. How much will you give us for
carry
the iron?
rune around, and you make decision when to put on weapon or armor. In this case, when you ready.
Did Slake say how much of the ironwood he wants?
No, but you guys know how much the ironwood is worth. The ironwood just by itself on the armor is worth 10 grand. Basically, you could make plate mail for a druid out of this stuff. And then the club itself is worth 9 grand.
All right. How much for the ironwood?
It is junk. You leave behind, I take rune off, we get rid.
Oh, I got another idea. Why don't you take it all back? You don't get shit. We'll sell it to someone who's a bit more honest.
It appears that you know value. Okay. So, we need 2,250 plus 600 for runes plus... and it was the +1. 250 for he smiles is 200 for 50 for armor rune is 3,100.
so suddenly 400 gold pieces disappeared out of his math.
Yep.
Yeah. Even
You
then,
leave
it's
you leave some ironwood. It's not spelled, right? It stay? It permanent?
it is permanent.
Ah.
It is very expensive. It is very rare.
It is. It make good runestone. Ah.
Makes good armor too.
Yeah. You give me junk and we call it even.
This is a very confusing deal.
No.
You give me 2/3 of the junk. And we call it even.
No.
I think you overestimate what it's worth.
I think you're underestimating what it's worth.
I'm not going to pay market price for this.
The club itself is not magic, right?
No.
Okay.
But the ironwood itself, by itself, all of it together is worth 19 grand.
Yeah.
Right. Well, this is what I'm
Market.
saying, where we don't need him. We could go and give the club to Slake, and Slake can craft away on the club all goddamn day and night. Right?
Yeah,
He
there's
can turn the
24.
huge-
There's 24 pounds of the club, which he can turn into other weapons, and then the 280 pounds he could turn into other armor.
Right. So if he wants to make some,
And this is
Like-
19 grand market price. When you sell things, you
Yeah.
get half. So
It's half,
Yeah.
but
yeah.
okay, you trade me this club here.
well, if no, we wouldn't even have brought the club if Slake's going to use it.
What did the weapon crystal that we got from? What was the rune stone? What was in that rune stone that we got from?
It
Nighthorn.
was a +2 enhancement rune. You just need someone to put it on a +1 weapon. And the cost of the runestone is all in the crafting of the runestone. It's not in the transferring. You just
Okay.
need time to do it. It's like
Why?
the power is already there.
This guy's most trust. Adam can throw this guy further than I trust this guy.
Yeah.
So we don't believe him when he says that. We're expecting him to say, "Oh, it's another $1,000 to put the thing onto the thing."
Yep.
To the point where you've paid more than the cost of the enchantment.
Master Lexicus, are you ready for the next lesson? I'm dealing with customer. You go away. You wait. Read page 4 through 400. Okay. Sorry, Imperials. Very.
Here, but I got you.
All right. So the value of the enchantment is something we understand. The value of the material that we're working with is something we also understand.
It is not a normal material. You tell me what the deal is. I already give you 2 bids. You start to tire, Lexicus.
The material is worth 10,000.
10.
We plan to use amount of the material, both armor and weapon.
10,000 for club and for armor.
Yes.
All of it was just jumbled together. So
The materials.
eh.
That is the value of the materials. We plan to keep a good amount of the materials.
Why don't you come over here and look at what Lexicus has? Lexicus has a weapon rune and armor. He shows you, basically, there's a shop, and you can see what some of the values of these things are. The
Okay.
real money savings for runes happen at the higher levels.
Yeah. Well, it's the $300 investment in this rune
Yep.
for 1,000 gold pieces. A $300 is.
Okay, he's got 3+1 weapon runes and 3+1 armor runes. He's also got a weapon property rune of Keen, a weapon property rune of Frost, a weapon rune +2, an armor rune +2, and an armor property rune of spell storing. Spell storing is you put a 3rd level spell or less in your armor. When you get tagged, you immediate action, and the spell gets cast on the person that just hit you.
And it counts as a plus on the armor.
It is a plus on the armor. Yeah.
Cool.
He starts prattling on about the rules, where if you want to put a +1 property rune on a weapon, it needs to be +1 rune. If you want to put total of +2 runes or property runes on your weapon, you need a +2 weapon, or the rune physics doesn't work.
Okay.
So it's a way to keep you upgrading the base bonus at the same time that you're putting stuff into the blade or to the armor.
All right.
You can't make with runes, although you can with crafting the +1 fiery frost, acidic, flaming, or
now to put the
what's the
do
shock?
we need to go to a guy like this to put the to add the weapon property to an item?
So far, you don't know what the feat he's using is to do this.
Yeah. How long does it take to add a rune that is within a stone to an item?
Once you already have rune, if rune is there, transferring a rune to an item. It is take a matter of days.
Now, is it possible to pull normal enchantments into rune form, or is it specific enchantments that have the runes?
You can. This is why Imperials do not want Lexicus to take from their artifact. I do not touch things of say, royal nature, or I do not touch things that are five-faced god. But this is pile of junk. It is from treant. Who cares about treants if you're Imperial?
So
Yes, the power runes can be stolen and transferred. The special properties can be transferred, and even the more special properties can be transferred. And he's kind of describing that you could take the shadowy runestone off of an item and stick it into another item.
So here's like what I've just like I'm looking at the mechanics of this.
Mm-hmm.
I think the armor property rune spell storing has the wrong price. I think. Otherwise, it's really, really cheap when you do it that way, which might be okay.
Yep.
But it's
because somebody's already crafted the rune itself.
But it's a +1 effective, so it should be at the cost of at least a plus. Like, you know what I mean? It should be scaling with how much magic's on the weapon, or they don't scale that way.
Nope, they don't scale that way.
Okay, because that'll make the property runes really cheap.
Yep.
Because like to put the armor property on something, it should be +1, which means it should be +1 to +2. So if it was normal magic, it would be at least $3,000. That's fine. So there's like a huge cost savings of doing it that way. For the other stuff, it seems like, actually, yeah, even the keen and the frost, those all work that way. Do you need to have a rune magic for the base of the item before putting these on, or does rune magic blend with normal enchantments?
It is quite. It depends on the item.
A weapon.
Yes. You need a powerful weapon. This is an old way. This is these races of godlings that learned this from dwarves and giants of old. These are secrets of the Aesir and Vanir, who took them from dwarves and giants. We just rediscovered them.
All right. So let me understand. We can use weapons that have been crafted in other ways and manipulate them with rune magic.
Yes.
We can do that to steal their powers or transfer their powers to other items. Additionally, we could use these runes to add powers to existing items.
Yes.
Well, all right.
Are you interested in taking some runes that I have already prepared, transferred from other items? Do not ask which ones. And we can bundle this up, and we can get iron bark from this pile, and also transfer out of junk.
Bark, I don't know if you're fully fathoming what this means, but a +10 weapon in this set of rules is 50,000 gold pieces. It's not 100,000 gold pieces.
And that's impressive, but neither of my characters are going to be using that. So I haven't been paying that much attention. So,
so a +1 flaming weapon is usually a 8,000 gold piece item. Now it's a 4,000 gold piece item. Right? A +2 like frosty flaming sword is instead of being
but you have to have the rune.
Well, you have to have the rune, but why wouldn't you? If we would be putting a lot more elements on weapons this way. Like it's very much.
Of course, you got to go through lexicas.
If he's putting on enchantments for half the cost, which is basically what this ends up being for, not the pluses, but for everything else.
Yep.
Right, but now what the thing is. What you need to do is figure out what Lexicus has, put everything else that Lexicus doesn't have on the item first, and then have Lexicus add new shit that you couldn't find. Because it'll be like the +5 weapon where you put on flaming. Flaming is now 2,000.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? Like it's not, it's not 36,000.
But you're stealing flaming from somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's now when you. So these ones that he's prepared. Sorry, I get.
Yeah.
You did math to get a number. Now, when you steal it, is it always the math based off of it was $2,000 for a +1?
Yes.
So it's like we're inflating magical currency. Like we're magical like the weapon magical currency is being inflated.
Yeah.
Because we're basically taking like 50,000 gold piece enchantments and turning them and saying no, it's actually $3,000 or $2,000 or whatever.
Yes, something has happened to magic weapons.
Yep.
The secrets
Okay.
that should not have been released have been.
All right. How much money do we have? Because
You have a share, you greedy human.
I don't do
You have lots of money in scrap wood. We've already established.
Oh, you're lucky you got a golem.
It's very, very testy. These Fae are. I'd rather deal with
Very
goblins
testy.
sometimes.
Now, so we have the keen and the frost of interest.
Yes, yes, they are. They are. Many customer come in and think about buying these. You should buy them quick.
Aye, before someone else comes in and thinks about buying them.
Yes, and actually purchase them with real money, not garbage.
Oh, it's garbage. Well, we can get rid of it for you. I don't want to burden you with our garbage. You know what I would like to do with it? I'd like to make a nice shelf. A nice shelf, maybe a table. A nice
So,
dinner table we could all sit around.
does anybody, Duggan, focus. Does anyone fight with a sword or a slashy thing?
He's looking at you like, where have you been?
Yeah. You were casting spell if I wasn't paying attention.
Yes. Slake. He's not going to want these. Agony uses a hammer. He's got that axe. I don't know if he likes it very much anymore. But...
Slake won't want these. Yes, I agree. Until we teach him that he should want these.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Oh, I have a treat for him.
Yeah,
He'll be
so
completely turned around on magic.
my treat will be wiping your brains off the walls, I'm guessing.
Cog, do these property runes work with amulets, or is it simply weapons?
Oh, no. Very expensive to play with amulet.
Hey, can you put a rune on him? He's pointing at Cog.
Let me see.
His fist.
He is golem, yes?
He's part construct, yes. He's a construct with a soul.
I think of him as construct-ish.
Yes, yes, it can be done, but it will not work in conjunction with amulet.
You're muted. That's the greatest rune ever! Yes, keep the muted rune on.
Can I choose at will if I wish to use in my amulet or the fist?
You could take amulet off. It would likely be a more powerful thing operate. This amulet, oh yes, very nice. Amulet hard to take rune out of. Lexicus is not that good yet. Yet, I could experiment with the amulet, no guarantee.
No, thank you.
All right. So,
Much more expensive. It is it make whole body weapon, not just weapon. You understand this thing. You have amulet. But yes, I could make rune on your arms or your hands. This hand does not match that hand. Oh, interesting. Yes, this hand would be better to put. He's pointing at the
New one?
The new one.
Do these runes work the same way as a tattoo would?
Lexicus is not into tattoo. Hobgoblins do tattoo, but you not make tattoo on this skin. Golem, smart golem.
Correct. I cannot use them.
But yes, it would. Yes, like tattoo for golem. A very strange guardian you have. He has a strange mind.
He does. So, we already have a +2 weapon rune. We do. We're trying to figure out which weapon to place upon it.
I put it on one that has plus the least of a weapon rune. There are grade 5. 5 grades. 6th grade, no need to talk about. You have that, you do not know what you have. So grade 1, yes, it is grade 1 rune. They stack. You need grade 1 rune in order to put grade rune 2 rune on top of, and grade 3 rune.
The with the +2 axe that makes heads turn into things.
Yeah, he's got a +1 impact grade axe.
Now, an impact is usually a +2.
Yep.
Is it +1 impact axe? So we could turn that into a +2 impact axe.
Correct.
Or +2 keen impact axe.
Or a +2 keen.
No,
well,
because
already
the
+2,
impact,
so
he'd have to be a +3 axe before you get put keen into it.
Right. So, here's what I'm thinking.
Which keeps you from creating the absolute ridiculous items. You create that the old way. Use the old way to create that.
To go for the +1 frosty flaming keen. +2 rune for slate.
Dragon hammer is technically piercing as well as bludgeoning, so you could put the keen on the dragon hammer.
Oh, that's a good tool.
Loosen hammers are only ×2 crit weapons, though, so I don't know.
That's less good. No. Then we're Mark. I don't know. I'm thinking this keen and frost, and we
can divvy up our goods, and those who want those can go fucking buy them.
Yeah. Yes. That's totally fine. How do you want to pay the little fucker to get the stuff magic off? Because it's going to cost us like 80% of the cost of the magic to get the magic off the things, and we didn't do anything with it yet.
Yeah. We'll give them half.
We're paying 450 for something that we would sell for 500, but we can't sell it, so we have to get it off anyway. So
yeah,
it's our fee to just erase runes, not use a stone. Like disjunct them.
Yes, but why would you want to do that? If you don't want runes, just leave junk here. You come back in a few days, and your junk will not have runes on it. Free of charge.
All right.
He'll take the runes for you.
Well, so it's 1/4 the price of the thing. So it was what 3,000 something to
3,100
for the 5 fire resist and the +1 armor rune.
Yep.
Yes.
So the +1 armor rune is the crafting cost of the armor. Right? It is more than the cost. Like if we had an armor smith, it's more expensive than the armor smith to do it this way. Because it's 250 plus 300. It's 550. It costs more.
Mm-hmm.
So that one is like, if we don't have a way planning to take craft weapons armor, that's totally. We probably should do that just because if there's no fee to put it onto an item, and
he's willing to, as part of this transaction, do it. If you came back later and independently said, "I've got this rune, put it on this item," they'll probably charge you a fee for the time.
Well, and this is where we don't have anything to put that armor on yet.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you do. You've got masterwork, ceremonial armor that you were going to gift Dee Dee that came off one of the, and then I don't know if Dugganschmirf's got magic armor or not.
Yeah, he does. It's already
+1?
+1.
Okay.
Okay, so we could put it onto the ceremonial armor for Dee Dee, right? So that like it can at least go somewhere.
You haven't given her stuff, so you guys could have the armor on you right now if you want.
Yeah. And then the fire resist, like where are we going to throw fire resist?
That can go on any +1 armor or any armor basically. It doesn't matter what the pluses or the properties are.
Who's it has to be at least +1, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
So just throw it on Dee Dee. She's the healer, and it'll keep her safer.
She doesn't have evasion, right?
Nope.
Ooh.
Nope. Okay, then we'll just put so it's 3,000 something. Now, how are we paying this guy to transfer the runes out?
We will give him half the. We will give him half of the. It's worth 10,000, so we'll give him 5,000 out of the 10,000 for the ironwood.
So you've got 19,000 divided by 2 is 9,500.
Yeah, we're calling it 10.
3,100.
We're calling it 10.
So yeah, you could have 6,400 gold pieces worth of ironwood left over.
Yeah,
That's fine.
I'm just going to change this to ironwood scrap worth 6,400, and it's like you still have 180 pounds of it.
Yep.
Plus, you haven't spent. Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, you did spend the tree. Okay. Deal.
All right.
Okay. He tells you to come back in a few days to pick up your new armor.
Okay. Isn't that interesting?
No. Duggan looks thoroughly bored. He's just like, I don't give a shit. I just shoot things with my brain.
Now you come back, and if you ever want to sell more ironwood or sell your very funny golem thing, I will buy. I will buy.
You hear that, Cog?
It's nice to be wanted.
Very funny gold thing.
Come back again! Yeah.
We will. Do you have a name? God? No? Friend?
He gives you a Nolish name. You want to know Knoll names?
Nicker.
Or something.
Let's go. Knoll name generator.
Plaque tooth.
Fantasy generator does not disappoint.
Nargle Barrel.
Okay, so one's named Nargle, and the other one's named Okaya.
Oh, he's not. He's Nargle. I am Okaya.
Nice seeing you.
Oh,
My name is Sunny.
Sunny.
You notice one of them looking up at the sky after you say that.
Yeah. After that.
Ah,
They wave you goodbye. Duggan's lifting up all this stuff. They're standing around.
One arm.
Yeah, just standing around watching Duggan, and you can see one of them licking their lips as they're watching your cow.
Burgers tonight.
Okay, Sunny's like thinking about magical economies and
Yeah, it is. You realize that this is going to dramatically alter the crafting economy.
Oh, there's only one guy.
Well, no, he's training others.
They'll be training for years, and some of them will quit and then be killed.
No. He's not the first one to do this. He is one who has done this. Were you not listening to his explanation of his
No, because he's a human, and they blah 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 blah.
Not a human, that's a gnome.
just like Cubans, blah 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 blah.
Not everyone who's
Blah
big
blah 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 blah. Mister, how do you put up with him? He just never shuts up. I know.
Mister goes over and just gives Duggan to try to calm Duggan down. She goes over and just gives him like a tongue bath. It's just like licking Duggan to calm him
He's
down.
just sitting there very unhappy now.
Okay, we're gonna shift gears to Amadeus. It was Cog that was on patrol.
Cog was on patrol.
Then where's you?
Oh.
Das is on.
Oh, I got
Das
them
is
mixed
on
up.
patrol.
Okay, so they
Solid,
tagged
okay.
out for whatever reason.
Das is on patrol.
So I'm gonna go Amadeus, Das, and Capra. Capra, you see Amadeus and Das like headed out in a hurry as you're coming back from doing bow shopping in the Sylvan Acres. I will say you're headed out to do bow shopping in the Sylvan Acres because you haven't bought anything yet. So,
Okay.
and Amadeus, you heard that the Gainful were attacking. Like you had asked around, and somebody came running and basically was looking for the Steel Rose watch because some of the shops are being attacked.
Okay.
Fuck those guys!
And the three of you go out running, and I'm gonna go to Old Stacks, the watch shop.
There's no time to buy anything, huh?
From the watch shop? When we save the watch shop, we could buy something. Or if we fail to save the watch shop, we could pick something out of the rubble. Ah, shit!
Okay, what's going on here? Well, there's a bonfire of what looks like clocks, like cuckoo clocks, are being smashed in the street.
Hey! The fuck are you doing?
And there are a bunch of guys with like arms and legs as clubs, with their funny hats. There's a guy going, and here we have the most horrid of all professions, the chinkerers, the winkerers, the ones that will whittle away all of our worth as men.
Shut the fuck up!
Right, so Das, Amadeus, and Capra turn around. How dare you speak to me? I am a priest of the five-faced god.
Eat my head, but this is our party time!
It's the Steel
Let's eat their faces!
It's the Steel Rose watch. Get him! And this is your downtime in town. Let's roll initiative.
Try not to kill them.
I got some new arrows.
Okay, we're gonna add the Gainful Priest, the Gainful Thug, and the Gainful
He's got a
Brawlers.
scimitar and a whip with spikes all over him. Like,
We'll do my best.
And the Gainful Brawlers.
It looks like they brought heavies.
yep. There'll be a lot of them.
They're hiding around the corner.
My sheets.
At some point, I'm taking lunge for Amadeus, and it will mechanically work the same. But instead of like him just lunging, it's just
Be like a whip.
no. It's just his body stretching, like grabbing, and he loses AC because his thing gets thinner and shit.
His head disjoints and stretches out.
Yeah.
To bite.
Or his tongue spits out like venom and just...
Yeah, this shop is clearly on the Old Stacks side of the neighborhood line. Like it's a couple streets over, and it looks like they've specifically targeted this building, perhaps because of the intricate like
the mechanical,
Yeah.
like the automation, right?
exactly.
Hey, don't worry, Clock Guy. I'm gonna fuck him up. He's our part town. Rose watch is gonna be go away.
You need to work on your trash talk.
You're the one who's trash. No, they're the one who's trash.
All right, so Amadeus is here. As I said, you're automatically here when trouble was brewing. Slake's not here. Dassod is here. Sorry for the mix-up, Ahmed.
Oh, good.
Sunny, Duggan's not here. Dingle's here. Okay, I think I got everyone. Oh, his initiative blows. That's why. Okay, let's roll. Wow. Okay, so Dassod's first, then the brawlers.
Okay. so
Amadeus,
there's-
Dingle, the thug, and the priest. Fortunately, the priest is in the front right now.
Bad place to be, bro.
Yeah, you can see all sorts of like gears and smash clocks, and you can hear cuckoo clocks being smashed in the going off and being smashed in the shop. This is kind of like a top down. No, it's a sideways. Until you reach the street, it'll be sideways. So here's like the door and the wall of cuckoo clocks and people running around on the ground. But yeah, we'll.
Gotcha. All right.
I
so
found a cool
Dassod-
image, and then I'm like, shit, that's a wall, not a floor.
So I'm first?
Yeah, Dassod's first.
Fuck it. We're charging this bastard. Actually, no.
Lord Watch casts drunk. It's super
I'm
effective.
going to cast shield first.
You
'cause,
do see that he's got a holy symbol in his hand, and then under his robes he is wearing splint mail.
So, cast shield,
Okay,
and we'll defensively.
The Steel Rose Watchers finally showed their face.
My thing for today's AC.
You showed your face so ugly.
See, hold on.
Eyeball.
No movement.
Oh, you got no eyeball.
My bonus is movement. Hair flying everywhere.
there are two bullying brawlers that come out of the shop. They have
Ooh, that's bad. Let's not get there. Defensively, get to here.
they have crossbows slung over their shoulders, and the weapons that they have in their hands look like it's like a construct arm, but the joint is kind of more like a chain, and they're like using them as nunchaku.
Like the
Monks.
wind bar thing.
Yeah. These two brawlers come out.
Let's go down out here. Steel Rose, let's get him, boys.
Yeah, it's one move. Two moves, and they're going to attack Dassod with their nunchaku.
Oh, don't I get an AOO? A whip?
Do you have long? Oh, whips don't. No, you need
With
feats.
Oh.
you need feats to get the O's.
Shit.
But
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I
Okay,
remember
AC
that.
24 and AC 25.
Yes.
Are you sure?
28.
Oh, okay. How is that? 28.
Armor. 6. 6.
Plus 2 chain
Shit,
shirt.
I cast it again. That's a 17. Hold on. 17. 17. Defensive 18, 19, 20. Shield 24. Yeah, sorry, it's 24. I calculated my natural armor again. It's 24.
so 2 hits versus
2 hits.
No.
2 hits versus none.
Okay, they wallop you. These are for both damages for 8 and 8 for 16 damage total.
Whack! Whack!
Are they doing non-lethal?
No.
All right. I got pointy arrows then.
They come over and give. This guy's tough. I know this guy. He's the Fae's pet.
Ah!
Amadeus. Apparently, they recognize Kev as the drunk that always hung out with Duggan.
Amadeus goes into his snapping turtle style.
Okay. It looks funny.
19.
Walk up to him. And we will
Punch you.
punch him. My blow just to hit with power attack.
Okay, the
24.
bullying brawler isn't wearing any armor.
That's not a good idea.
It's good for maneuverability.
Arm strike, power attack, plus 10. All right. AC 28.
Yeah. Yeah, you struck him.
Gotcha.
They're both like flicking their things, trying to beat down Kev, and he turns, and you're now punching him in the face.
12 damage.
Wham! Oh. You bloody him?
Okay.
It's
That's
non-lethal or
what we
lethal?
got.
Non-lethal or lethal?
Non-lethal. Non-lethal. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, he's hurt pretty bad. Dingle.
Dingle is going to draw his bow. He's going to arcane strike, or he's going to draw his bow. Actually, he's going to ready. He'll draw his bow,
Mm-hmm.
and then he'll ready to arcane strike and shoot the gainful priest if he casts a spell or channels.
Okay.
Any of that bullshit happens, arrows going into his face place.
The gainful thugs, of which there are 3, do not like the fact that you have a bow. Archer! And they're all pulling out their heavy crossbows.
The fuck?
They move off to the side and create a line. Drop that bow! Drop that bow! They've got readied actions to fire at you if you fire at them.
All right. That's perfect. We're
The priest.
I dare you. A double dog dare you.
He doesn't know what your ready action is. How dare you strike at us, you twisted little fiend! And he points the finger and begins to cast a spell.
So what's interesting is now I can ready a rapid shot to disrupt his spell.
Yeah. But
So
their triggers go off when your trigger goes off. So,
Right,
the
so
chain of
I'm doing it,
arrows-
but they trigger, so they try to
Yeah.
shoot me.
Yep. So you've got 3 guys firing their heavy crossbows at Capra. AC nat 1, 12, and 12, so it'd be 15.
No,
Okay. And let's confirm that crit. AC 18.
bad time for them.
You take 1 point of constitution damage. The winching mechanism got caught. Oh, you got hit in the gut. Gainful thug on the end. Yeah, a bunch of powerful crossbow bolts go flicking near you. Then you get to disrupt the priest,
Okay.
who's casting
So
a command spell on Amadeus.
there's very few buffs up right now. So AC 13 probably misses, but AC 21 probably hits.
That one hits. First one misses.
Okay, 1d8 plus 3. The bow's not magic yet, but it's arcane struck. Plus 2 for weapon specialization. Plus 4 for deadly aim. Did I miss anything? No, I didn't. 17 damage.
Gainful priest needs to make, I believe, DC concentration check.
27 plus spell level.
Good luck with
So
that.
28. He's got a +7 concentration. He can't make the check, so you ruin his spell. He's got 1 action left. He draws a longsword.
Oh. Mistake.
He does not like the arrow that's sticking out of him. Top of the round, Dassod.
Zod's gonna take the AOs as he moves through these two guys to here.
Okay, are you gonna try to tumble or?
You might as well try. It didn't go very far unless you're trying to. Feeling that.
Is it gonna cost me anything to do that, or is this an attempt?
You roll.
No. I mean, in terms of movement, in terms of
No, you move at half movement, and it looks like you're trying to move 10 feet, so it's well within your.
22.
Their CMDs right now are.
Oh, crap, these are monks.
19. You tumble through them without AOs.
Right on.
I think they're monks, and I'm suspicious of firing arrows at them directly because I'm guessing they're going to catch them and make.
They're brawlers. Don't worry.
So this guy is taking a what is it called? A falchion or a scimitar? What have I got right here? Crazy +2 weapon.
The scimitar is the
Scimitar.
one that is a +2 weapon.
Yeah, we're gonna use that puppy, and then we're gonna turn around and whip one of the other guys.
Okay.
Okay. So flank.
They're still trying to with their nunchaku.
What's his AC?
His AC is 14.
Okay. There we go.
This is a
D6
random encounter
plus-
through downtown. It's not like the boss encounter or anything like that.
3d6.
Another CR8.
1,
Yeah.
2.
You open this guy's back. There's a reason why I only plucked 3 of you for this encounter. There are 3 PCs.
Because it would be over now.
There are 3 players.
Serious punishment before.
Right.
16 damage. So this is a +2. So 1, 2. Shit, I got a lot of strength. Ooh, +6. Ooh.
Roll some damage.
Fuck me. 10 damage.
10. Okay, so I don't know how they have out even. Oh, do they have toughness? Is that why? That's probably why. Okay, so 16, 21 hit points. You'd have done 22. He is unconscious. Like, you open up his back and he falls down to the street, dropping his weird nunchaku.
5. Okay, so
2
then I'll whip.
construct arms tied together with a bit of
No, whip.
Yep.
Whip. I'm gonna whip the. Oh, come on.
Okay, you try to whip the other guy. He's like, he looks like he wants to hit you with his 2 baby construct arms tied together.
Yeah. No. I was trying to whip the this guy, the crossbow guy.
Oh, the crossbow guy. Yeah, you missed him with AC 7.
Yeah, I know.
Get him! He takes a step in. He's going to attack Dassod. He's going to, because it's a monk weapon, I think they can do
They can flurry with it.
flurry or stunning fist through monk weapons, I believe.
I think there's a class that lets
No, I don't
No.
know.
Okay.
You need a key weapon.
Depends on the weapon.
He's gonna punch you first. Then
If it's oh yeah.
he's gonna punch you with a stunning fist.
master, I think.
AC 20.
No.
Okay, so he wastes his stunning fist, and then he will use his weapon, which is +1 higher, -5, so it's a +2. He then swings AC 21.
No, close.
Okay.
Why you? Yeah, I'm gonna make you pay for that.
Get the Steelers! Get over here! Amadeus.
Flank, baby.
No, I think you've got this. It's gonna go to there. He's gonna go for a bull rush and
Into the fire.
Freaks and heathens! Look upon this one's face!
he has the sword out. He gets an AOO.
Okay. What you're bull rushing him into the
Yep.
bonfire?
Yeah.
Unless he misses, then a whole new set of circumstances occur.
Okay.
He's gonna
AC
end up
25.
AC 25 misses me.
Okay, you
Now
come in.
I get an immediate reaction to put him in a grapple now.
Because they attacked and missed?
Because he attacked and missed. Yes.
Are you going to bull rush him into the fire and then grab him out of it, or you grab him?
No, I'm gonna
Grapple and
put him
throw
in
him
a
in the
grapple
fire.
now. He.
Okay, so this is an immediate action. You haven't spent your swift for the round, so you could spend your swift.
Yeah, basically. Plus.
I'm confused about what's happening. I don't understand.
It's the second level of snapping turtle clutch style.
If they miss you, you grab them.
You can, yes, as an immediate action. You can try to start a grapple. Yeah, 39. He's grappled.
Okay, hey, get your hands off of me! You're the freak, aren't you? You're the freak that's been out here wandering around haunting the good people of the city.
I'm gonna hang him over the fire.
Ah!
Oh, that's pretty dark.
So you moved, he attacked you as...
You spend an immediate action.
So
So
that's
he was doing a bull
No,
rush. So he
it
did
was...
complex.
Yeah. So you got one action left, I think.
Well, he can complete his bull rush.
Yeah.
Which he could.
I just opt not to now.
Okay. Dingle. These guys look worried, and they look like they're reacting to the priest being grabbed.
Okay.
Like they've turned their heads and completely almost ignored you.
Capra is going to do a bard song, and then drop him or you get it. He's going to he's going to just do like a rapid shot and then a single shot and basically plunk each of the three if they attack.
Okay.
Amadeus.
Yeah, these guys are dropping their crossbows, pulling out heavy flails.
Hey, you dropped them! Oh shit!
and they're moving over to get Amadeus.
All right, so they're each getting an arrow because they're attacking Amadeus. Which was
Did any of them make it? Put themselves in positions to for attacks of opportunity?
One of them did.
I will take that attack of opportunity, which I can do even while grappling.
Okay, what power is that?
That is Graceful Grappler. At 4th level, he suffers no penalty.
What are their ACs?
These guys have ACs of 18.
18? The first guy took...
They've actually got some, like, plates underneath their clothing.
15 damage?
Oh!
Yeah. Counter grapple, sorry. 4th level legendary wrestler may make an attack of opportunity against a creature. Oh, no, wrong one.
Okay, he's not bloodied, but close. As one of them got some arrows.
Let me get this magic put on my bow.
Yeah, can make a top. Graceful Grappler allows me to do that. That's the one.
Okay, so you kick at this guy as he comes running by. This is the guy with you got hit in the gut.
Yeah, AC 26.
Yep, you sideways kick him.
For 18 damage.
Could you walk us through how you're doing plus 11 on your...
It's called power. It's 7 plus 7 bonus.
For strength, you got a 24 strength, right?
Yeah, and I'm at plus 4 base attack bonus.
So power attack is
So
plus 4.
power attack is plus 4.
Ah, because you only have a plus 1 template.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. It was just surprising. Like, that's like...
I'm sure he was very surprised to get hit that hard.
18 damage. Okay, you got your... Yes, the damage output of the party spiked at 5th level. Yeah, that bloodied him. Oh! And then they get to attack you with their flails.
Yep.
AC 20 is the highest.
No.
Okay, and you're still grappling the priest, and you're somehow dodging their flails. All their flail heads get tangled together.
Where does your AC come from? If you don't mind
Well, for a lot of it comes from natural. He's got plus 4 natural. He's got a wisdom bonus of plus 6.
he's very wise.
A dex bonus of plus 3. Hang on, right here. Armor plus 1, natural. It's plus 5 because I've got an amulet right now. Wisdom, his other monk bonus from 4th level. Dexterity is another +3. He's got the dodge feat, another +1.
Yeah,
And he doesn't suffer dex penalties while grappling.
cool.
Yeah, so you're just positioning
Oh,
the guy.
and another plus, and he's got a shield bonus from his style.
Oh, snapping turtle gives you
Yeah.
a shield bonus.
That also adds to your CMD, actually.
Pretty cool. Okay, yeah, these thugs come running over. They dropped, drew, moved, attacked. I think they're done. This priest is just trying to get out of what? He does not have any of the get out of grapple spells.
Yeah, escape artist.
No. He's on the right side of the law.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't look like it.
Can he attack with a
from our point of
longsword?
view.
Can he attack with a longsword and melee and grapple?
Yeah, it's one-handed weapon.
Yep.
Okay, at a -2, right?
At a -2.
Yeah.
Get off of me, you freak! AC 20.
Yep.
Stop calling him a freak. He's just a little ugly. And kind of a freak.
AC 3, and then AC in the single digits. Ah! He keeps on trying to attack you with the sword, and you just keep on bumping his arm up every time he does it. Stop that! He's now trying to angle the sword down, and you're twisting him. And, one of his arms is popping. Dassod, they've got one guy with the flaily stick in front of you, and a mob of people. There's one of them. There's two of them that are really hurt.
Okay, so let's see what's the situation here. Right. Okay.
Amadeus is taking care of the spellcaster.
Barbecued priest dinner.
Well, I'm just wondering what is the
Capra yelling.
no,
For whatever reason, it looks like some Wolverine knockoff from like a noir novel.
Who's that?
The priest.
The priest?
Like,
Oh, he kind of does, yeah.
like, you know, he's Logan crossed with like Big Boss from Splinter from Metal Gear.
Okay, I'm
He
going.
did go through that phase where he thought he was disguising himself by wearing an
Can I get a flank? Can I get a flank with?
It sounds like Amadeus
Amadeus?
threatens even while he's grappling a different person, so yes.
But with who? Who am I flanking? Like both of these guys?
You need to.
You need
No,
to.
just from here.
No, you might.
You need to move.
I think you have a flank on this guy. On the guy on the left, I think you have a flank on.
Yeah.
All right, let's hit that guy.
Okay, I think a whip is a ranged weapon, so there will be an AOO from the guy beside you.
Yeah, there's an arrow for using the whip. Are you afraid of him?
Fine. 16. No, I could take it.
This is where you find out he's got knockout punch too.
Let's hit that guy.
Okay, nat 20.
Or I'm using escape.
What's that?
Windy escape.
Okay, so that avoids the crit. And it does 1d6 plus 4 minus 10 for the damage. So it does no damage. So you use an immediate action to windy escape. Ah! He's looking. Yeah, fuck you! as you turn back from a misty form, and your whip then is now whipping the thug in the back.
Plus 13.
He just farted himself.
20. Hit the guy.
Ah! Your magic whip gets him, even though he's wearing like plates underneath his
26
clothing.
times 3. So the whip does. Excuse me. The whip does, I think, a D4. The D3 plus 1. 1D plus 1 plus my strength, which is plus 5.
There we go.
Oh,
Actually,
and
plus
sneak
4.
attack.
And sneak attack, yep, plus 2d6. And let's see how much this does. Do I decide if I want to put the...
When you punched that thug, did you do it non-lethally?
Me? No. Oh, you mean Amadeus?
Amadeus.
Yes, it was non-lethal.
Okay, because he's about to get killed if he does.
No. He's hitting these guys.
Lethal.
Okay, so you whip this guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 31 with 1 con loss. He's got.
It was 18 non-lethal and 13 lethal. Capra's 15 was lethal.
Okay.
Then I'm going to step here. I'm going to hit this guy.
With the scimitar.
Yep.
This guy's still standing. For some reason, he has odd con and 31 hit points. He's got 2 hit points left.
Sweet. Fucking. Oh!
Critical threat.
Oh, yeah.
This guy.
Ah, too bad. But it is still 3d6 plus 6.
Shing, 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 shing. You make a Z pattern down his back. Yes, Zed, I'm Canadian.
19 damage.
19 damage. That knocks him out. 34 damage. He's at -1. He...
You're having meat tonight, boys!
Okay.
That's not helping. Now's not the time, Kev. Nothing to see here. Just cleaning up the problems.
The brawler is going to try to punch you with a stunning fist. AC 17.
No.
And then he follows up with a nunchaku attack for AC 9. Then bowling for 20s. Okay.
Does he have flurry?
Wait.
He does.
So that second attack should be at like
A +6. So yeah, AC misses.
I mean, it's still
last
misses.
one, and then he gets one more attack, which misses. Okay, he's flailing. Your magic and your thick skin, and there's something wrong with this guy. He's not a guy. Magic or something.
I look back at him. It's like someone's got to die today. Someone's getting too close to the truth.
We need backup.
what?
Steel Rose is gonna have you
Amadeus.
for dinner.
All right, we're going to.
Fuck you.
Let go of me!
We'll continue
How
this apart.
dare you
Yeah,
manhandle me!
we're gonna tie up the priest. 28.
Yeah, his CMD is.
It's not a monk. 25,
So
24.
first you spend an action taking a rope out.
And then I tie him up.
Then you tie him up. Yes, his CMD is not that high.
Is he gagged?
Yep. He's
He's a hog. Apple, right? Like you're done.
Yep. We just drop him on the ground.
Sure. The two guys that were battling here, like, how the fuck did that happen? So quick, they are astonished at your rope magic. Dingle.
Huh. Well then. Everybody freeze! Good. He's wander up and is going to arcane strike and will ready to attack either of the gainful thugs if they make violent actions.
Okay, this guy's got 1 hit point left. He is going to go full defense, and he's just trying to get away.
Does that still provoke an AOO?
Yep.
I will take that AOO. Nope.
12? No, he's got armor like on his person or underneath his clothing, and you punch him right in the plate. This guy sees Capra coming over and saying freeze. I don't think he wants to. He takes a step, then he's grabbing the gainful priest, and then
You think you're getting away?
fireman carrying him away. He's dragging him away. He can get to there. There's an AOO against the priest, Amadeus.
Actually,
It's not willful movement, so I think he's good. But yeah, this is as far as he gets. Like dragging him around the fire, I guess. Yeah, they're trying to get away at this point. The gainful priest is gonna. I don't know if he's strong enough to bust through ropes. He's gonna try.
DC 23 to break the ropes. These
Yeah,
ropes.
he needs to roll a 20. He doesn't. struggling. This is absolute. It's just embarrassing.
He's
Dassod.
getting shamed before we do. Like we're shaving his head and eyebrows.
Dassod, there's
Tattooing
still
stay out
one
on
guy
his
behind you that
skull.
is uninjured. It looks like morale is breaking.
Your leader is tied up.
Yeah, being dragged away. What are you doing, Dassod, Ahmed?
Oh, sorry, it was my turn.
No.
I'm going to this. I've had enough of this guy. So let's turn around with the scimitar. 16.
Hits.
Okay, so that's 1d.
He tries to
Marty,
block.
this is a really fun, feel-good kind of like,
Makes us feel better for the last 2
yes, this is a feel-good encounter. We are awesome.
This is the palate cleanser we needed for failure.
I know how to time things. I've been at this for a while.
8 damage.
Oh yeah, he tries to block as if it were like a tonfa or like a club or something like that, and he ends up getting cut
For
along his
fuck's sakes.
his arm.
Kevin's back.
Did you miss?
The second one misses. 11.
Okay, your third attack.
Third attack's not going to be happening on him. I'm be charging this guy.
You can't charge.
You slept with my sister.
You could move there
You
or
moved.
tumble.
Yeah.
I move moving here.
Okay, so that doesn't look like a tumble.
No,
So
so
he
it's
will-
2
he will-
AOs.
No, take your AOs.
He will take his AOO and hits
In other words, I
AC
don't fear you.
18, and then the guy who is carrying his buddy isn't going to take an AOO.
Good,
Hey!
because if he took an AOO, he was about to get shot, because that was the...
His this guy took a swipe though with the
the ready action wasn't for the brawlers.
okay. The brawler. It looks like they're going to rally around their boss, so the brawler comes running over. Where do you think you're going? Get out of here! He's trying to scare you away. He's run out of stunning fists, so he's just going to hit you with the robo arm. AC 19.
No.
Clangs against your scimitar, and then he gets a second attack.
Does Amadeus speak any languages other than Common?
No, not at this time.
AC 21.
No.
As the things wrap around your blade, he's trying to flick it into your face, and you manage to untangle your weapons. Amadeus.
That guy is giving him a hard time, so
So hard time.
Kev just looks at you
Squared.
Yeah.
Amadeus comes lumbering over in his grab style. Or, sorry, his snapping turtle style.
Now you're getting it. Get in
and
line.
put him in a full Nelson.
He gets lifted off the ground like, what the fuck? I thought I was the strong guy.
Double-handed scimitar.
Okay, so that was a move and a grapple.
And a grapple, yep.
Dingle? Barry?
Dingleberry is going to cast Tracking Mark on Gainful Thug 3.
The fuck?
He's not going anywhere.
You gain the supernatural ability to detect the tracks and other clues left by the target. You treat all DCs for survival checks, but if they're 5 lower, and gain a +5 bonus perception checks to notice the target's using stealth, or recognize it using a disguise.
Nice.
It's a will save.
Okay, the guy gets an 18 on his save.
You leveled.
Fuck you then.
Fuck it.
He's gonna shoot him out of frustration.
This guy? He's like leaning against the wall. You're like,
Should have failed, asshole.
shaked his head a little bit.
We're just gonna take one shot against him. No deadly aim, no power attack. Just one
just a really quick arrow.
just a AC 20.
Oh yeah,
Wait,
it hits him.
what's this guy doing over here?
He's leaning against the wall. He's got 1 hit point left.
Yep.
Oh.
13 damage.
Lethal?
Lethal. That's an arrow.
Yeah, 26. He falls over.
Wait, which guy did you
I
hit?
did not try to cast a spell on him, and it definitely didn't. The spell I didn't try to cast definitely worked.
Hey, get off of him! This gameful thug's not trying to beat Amadeus off of his body. he drops his boss though, who's still struggling against the ropes. Yeah, so he drops free action. Then he's just going to take 3 swings at Amadeus. Nope, Amadeus is just able to move his head to the other side, kind of positioning his friend in front of the guy as he's trying to swipe, and he's holding back his swings. The Gainful Priest is going to roll a 20 exactly to break the rope. He doesn't. Dassod.
Well, now Gainful Thug 1.
The Brawler or the Thug?
No, that guy.
Okay. To be in
This guy.
flank with that guy, you'd have to stand in the bonfire.
We're not doing that. We are, however, going to do this. Is that it?
The guard has an AC of...
Sweet. How about that?
That hits.
Holy smokes, they've got decent armor.
Yeah, like they're wearing half plate for some reason. They stole it from the guard or something.
Well, we're going to steal their half plate. We're going to liberate their half plate. And we're going to liberate their beards because it looks like they spent time growing those things. So off they come.
Hey, leave the beards alone.
I have another
Hey, your
action.
ass kicked and somebody shaved your beard off. Would you be pissed?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, asshole,
With the
leave
last
those
action,
beards
I'm gonna
alone.
punch the. Is the other guy grappled, like helpless?
Not
No.
helpless, but he's
No.
grappled.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to hit that guy with a whip. 1d20. What was
This
it? Plus
guy's
one?
gonna take his AOO.
Can I hit him in when he's 5 feet away?
You
Like, can I hit him with a whip?
Yeah.
Guy
Okay.
flailing his flail around misses you.
Okay, so it was 11. Let's do it. Let's do it.
No.
Fuck. Fuck. This fucking goes near.
Gainful Brawler is going to attempt to escape. He does not. He's like, let me go. Amadeus.
Pulls out some rope and ties him up, or tries.
That's enough for you. Come on now.
the brawler CMD is 19.
37.
Okay, you do this uncomfortable loop between his legs and just sort of yank upwards and tie a bunch of rope to him. Yeah, he falls down to the ground. He's also pinned. Or pinned. Use that. Amadeus is sick. Okay, so that was an action to take the rope out, and then complex action to grapple. Cool. This guy's jaw is agape at Amadeus. He doesn't want to be here. He doesn't want to.
So is that the one that's going to lead us back to the rat den?
Gainful Thug. No, it's Dingle.
Dingle's going to try to cast Tracking Mark on Gainful Thug 1.
Okay, with his +1 will save. 19.
And then shoots him twice. Fuck!
That's funny.
Sorry,
The
dude.
stupid drone spell for nothing! A bunch of bullshit. AC 18. AC 29. 2d6 plus, did not power attacks. Plus, 4. Or, sorry, 2d8.
18 is their AC, and then 29 definitely hits.
16 damage.
22. He's very injured. Looks like he wants to give up. He tosses his weapon down and is making a run for it.
Uh-oh.
Bump, bump, bump.
Oh, SpaghettiOs. Let's fuck him up.
He wants to put distance between you, so he's not defensively doing this. I guess he could go normal defensive, so
Oh, my.
his AC's +3. So 21.
No, I
23.
missed.
And this is a stunning fist.
Okay.
If the 13 non-lethal doesn't put him down anyway.
13 non-lethal puts him out.
Oh, too bad. Shish kebab.
So he tries to take a step away. He dodged Doss's attack, but didn't quite.
As he was ducking down,
Yeah.
Amadeus brought his fist up and went boom on the back of the head.
He's lying in the street. Okay. The dust begins to clear. The fire is crackling. You can hear a slight moaning coming from inside the business that is called the Watch Stop.
Amadeus is going to pick up the boss.
Hey, it's like a stopwatch.
Go inside.
Okay. We'll say about a third of the shop has been smashed. It has got all sorts of weird cuckoo clocks hanging from this from the wall. It is part shop, part craftsman.
The owner
shop. Yeah, there is a beat up gnome who is moaning in a collapsed heap in the center of the shop. It looks like some cuckoo clock was busted over the back of his head.
He's a gnome?
He's a gnome.
Okay, let's see if I got a healing potion. Give him a potion of cure light wounds.
Welcome to the pile. Gonna put you a little too close to the fire. Being on.
He sputters awake.
That's 7 healing from that.
He sees Amadeus and kind of like reflects.
Don't worry, he's a good guy.
I am with the Steel Rose Watch. We heard there was trouble here. Was this the man giving you trouble? And he holds him up like.
He rapidly says yes with a nod, but then holds his head like he's in a bit of pain still.
Does he need magic?
This is the priest that's trying to wiggle his way out.
If you want these ropes broken, perhaps we can burn them away.
Capra gives him a tap in a gentle area.
Okay, he stops struggling and making noise.
just a little kick with a hoof.
When you are feeling,
the gnome's like, maybe something wrong with his speech, or he's going like this to you guys. He doesn't want the violence in here.
Yeah, we're just gonna drag his ass outside. I think, these are the guys. We saw them. I think we because we saw the crime in action, and we don't need other witness people to make a complaint because we were witnessing the illegal activities.
don't be ridiculous. Are there law enforcement in Southwall of some kind?
Yeah, there is a sheriff for each of the neighborhoods. The Southwall, actually no, sorry. There's a Southwall district sheriff, but he looks after all the neighborhoods. And you guys have been told that the individual deputies, there's a deputy for each of the neighborhoods, and the deputies come around once in a while, but apparently he comes around like the day after violence happens to ask some questions. And
case closed.
Yeah,
Do
exactly.
they ever arrest anybody?
Yeah.
Okay, well then we're gonna hold these guys till the sheriff comes. Or to the deputy comes.
Hey, you're all right there? Hey, Mister, we're with the Steel Rose Watch here. Oh, speaking of watch, nice watches. You look like you got some more bruises on your head. Here.
He points to you guys are all wearing your little Steel Rose badge that was gifted to you by Dee Dee and Duggan had basically scavenged from the Steel Rose mill. Steel Rose is what he says quietly. He seems like a very soft-spoken person.
Yeah, Steel Rose. Here. Drink this. It'll make you feel better. Potion of Cure Light.
Okay, he takes it and drinks it down, almost like he doesn't
Amadeus
want to.
is going to
but-
go and try and make sure no one dies that doesn't need to.
It's only 2 healing.
There's one guy who might be bleeding to death.
Okay.
I will prestidigitate his clothing, make him clean.
What happened? Why did they come in here and try to mess with good citizens?
He just waves at all the mess with his hands and goes over and finds a broom and starts like.
Second try, stop the bleeding.
You guys need any help out there? Hey, what's your name, Mister?
Winder.
Winder. I'm gonna help Winder here clean up. Was not very nice of them.
He was saying his last name as you were just talking over him and you wander out of the shop. It's,
So I think that it's not nice to take trophies off of people, but I know the dwarf likes beards, so I'm just gonna pull out Behave and shave the men.
you give them a rough shave of their beards.
I don't think they need hair either.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh, he pops off a hat. Well, I guess the hats are here for a reason. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, once everybody's stabilized outside,
Mhm.
Amadeus won't come in anymore because he obviously scares the man.
All right. Don't
he's-
wiggle or you might get cut.
He's spending some time like sweeping up his shop, like they made a mess of it.
Kev's gonna help him.
When you've an estimate of how much damage was caused by these men, let the Steel Rose Watch know, and we will see what we can do about getting recompense from these ruffians.
Nods.
And also diplomacy. Trying to make this guy a friend of ours.
Sure. Capra stuck his head in, but Amadeus and Kev are actually speaking, so choose amongst the two of you which one is taking the lead. Choice is easy, apparently.
The guy with like a 6 charisma?
Yep.
It's not that high.
No, Amadeus.
Do I have? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I've got diplomacy as a skill.
Do we have a bonus for
+3?
healing him, saving him, trying to get him?
Sure. You get a +2 because he knows the Steel Rose Watch, and you another +2 for actually coming to his rescue.
Okay.
We could have said, rather than these people are attacking the.
30?
Yes, the Guild of Clockmakers thanks you. He points up at like there's this nice sigil of a like an actual clock that's part sigil, part working clock that is in a prominent spot in his shop, and underneath it says Tempus Rerum Imperator.
As knowledge local, can I say something relevant to the Clockmakers Guild?
You recognize the faction that he belongs to. It's called the League of Guilds, and the Guild of Clockmakers is one of the many guilds that belongs to the League.
Well, you can tell anyone with the guild that if they need anything from Steel Rose, we're here to help. We're here to support.
He kept saying,
Man, what did I just say that for?
Did these ruffians have any money?
They got a bunch of expensive armor.
"Oh yeah, their armor and weapons are gone."
Okay.
No,
We don't know why they came to attack all naked.
coin.
Weird.
The priest has a masterwork longsword, and he was wearing masterwork split mail and his shield. Actually, I don't know if any of you are casters.
No,
Capra.
Capra, yeah,
I'm a caster.
and
Minor enchantment on the light steel shield he was carrying, and a minor enchantment on the cloak that it was wearing. You also find a potion. As for the brawlers, they had 3 potions apiece and some masterwork nunchaku.
These guys got magic all over the place.
And each of the thugs had 2 potions and half plate with their heavy crossbows and heavy flails.
Looks like you boys came to start a war. Currently, Capra's like sitting on the priest, like,
Yep.
and he's like,
Priest, stop struggling.
yeah. You're gonna get cut if you keep moving. He's shaving his head.
Yep. He looks like he has an eye patch, so we'll say, yeah, he's staring at you hatefully with his only good eye.
Oh, I don't like the way you're staring. Put the eye patch on the other eye.
Thank you. I do not have much, but here you can have one of these. He gets a small cuckoo clock and puts it into Doss's hands.
Oh, much appreciated, my friend, but we're not here for that.
He grabs another small cuckoo clock and gives it to Amadeus.
Oh, thank you.
And he grabs a third small cuckoo clock and actually steps outside and has a look around, and he deflates a little bit when he sees all of the wreckage used as fuel for the bonfire, and then goes over to Capra and gives you a small cuckoo clock.
How much are these worth?
They still have tags on them.
No.
The cuckoo clock he gave you is worth I don't know, 40 gold pieces.
Okay.
Yep.
He'll Capra. Thank you. Amadeus will just add it to their tab.
That we will.
Thank you very much. Dee Dee will like this sort of thing. And Bing Boom's all, boopity beep boops kind of clock, right?
Yes, cuckoo.
Hey, you are. Dee Dee was saying something about trying to talk to a guy who makes clocks. Did she come find you?
Yes, I am a member of the Clockmakers Guild.
Huh.
How can I help you? Do you have a timepiece that needs winding or repair?
We have better than a timepiece that needs winding or repair. We have a man who needs winding or repair.
Oh. I'm not a physician.
Well, no, but...
I work on clocks, and my specialty is cuckoo clocks.
Do you recognize
But
the
we also
handicraft
do-
of others?
Watch repair, and he points at a sign, like a list of services kind of thing.
Can you recognize who made which device?
Of course. We clockmakers take pride in our craft. There's usually a mark inside of every workman. He points around and he angles and he points into the cuckoo clock and shows you where he's hidden his maker's mark.
That one's you?
That is I. This is...
Here's my maker's mark. He hands him a rat card.
Oh.
I'm a rat catcher. I get rid of filth and pests of all varieties. He's tapping.
You can tell his skin is crawling, but he doesn't want to be rude, and he puts it into a big pouch in the front of his workman apron. Kind of, yes. He's holding his hands out like they need to be cleaned.
If you have pest problems or any sort of infestation, really.
That is the Pendledrum mark. It is my clan. My father taught me clockmaking. What are you going to do with these men?
Hand them over to the deputy.
I don't want any trouble with the Imperium. I only want to make my clocks.
You're guilty of nothing.
Yes, but they are a priest.
Oh, don't worry. You're under our protection.
How long since the end of the fight?
Like 10 minutes?
10 minutes? Shit. Okay. Brain damage the old-fashioned way, I guess. Just.
Were you beating up?
I was like, oh, if Dee Dee was here, we could erase his memories, and he'd be like, oh, what happened?
Yeah.
No.
He's like, he doesn't want this problem. He doesn't want to be.
Very well. We will return them home after we've taught them a lesson about crossing into our neighborhood.
Yeah, we're not gonna hurt them, trust me. We're actually quite nice guys. I mean, they look a little fucked up, but
You should probably tend to your shop and let us know what the damages were.
He does pick up one of their flails. He's looking at it.
Can you
Curious.
sell that?
There are working parts in these. Their original intent seemed to be articulating limbs.
What about this armor?
I am not an armor smith. It has been forged. These weapons, though, I can take the bits and use them for some of the clockwork. It will not cover the damage they have done, but
Consider it for pain caused. Take what you want from them.
okay. He
No,
collects
no. I'm pretty certain. Here, we took this from them, and now it's yours.
What?
Oh, the weapons, the arms, all those things.
Okay, so there's 2 masterwork nunchaku, and then there's 3 flails that he seems to be interested in just because they have gears.
He can have them then.
Yeah, it just the wording being we took it from them, not he took. Like, you know what I mean? Just in case these guys come for revenge.
He seems to maybe know what they are, which is now a bit more curious. And he's collecting them up and he's putting them in a basket and bringing them inside.
We should bring Cog here, or because he might know. You know, hey, are you listening to us? Are you? Just like opens up the bench for a second.
Oh, that reminds me. I wanted to grab a hoodwink bag. 75 gold pieces. And when you put it on someone's head, they're at minus 10 perception and they're blind.
Nice.
It's an absconding with bag.
Sure. It's probably
75 gold pieces each.
for a.
Are they one shot or are they?
No, they're reuse.
Okay. Do they
Let's
have to be
get 10 of them.
sized for a specific creature or small and medium?
Well, it didn't actually say. Just says the bag.
You probably need one for a specific size of creature.
Okay. So I will get. Well, let's see what kind of money I got. I do have things I want to buy other than that.
Yep.
Yeah, I need.
But a
to buy some
hoodwink
stuff as
bag
well.
for the yes.
Hoodwink, yeah.
All right. Are you letting these guys go, or are you sending them on their way?
Oh no!
Are you waiting for the sheriff to arrive, or you're going to go fetch the deputy?
Or we
No,
stick
no,
to ourselves?
If the shopkeeper doesn't want to,
He doesn't want the trouble.
if he doesn't want the trouble, we're not going to call because he's the only one who can really testify, and he's not going to.
Oh, there are people in the streets that have come out of their homes and.
But if he says no, it wasn't them, then it's no good. So what we're going to do is cover them in paste, not tar, and find some feathers before we send them home naked.
Okay, so you put
with a bill for the damage to that man's shop.
Okay, we're at 40 gold pieces a piece and a bonfire. They probably did 1,600 gold pieces worth of damage to his shop.
Do they have 1,600 gold pieces worth of gear?
Maybe with the magic that they have on them. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe we'll just take that.
Yep.
So you're leaving the shopkeeper with a bunch of stuff?
Oh, we might convert that into. We'll take their gear.
Yeah, we'll do the selling for him.
We'll sell it, and then we'll bring him a chunk of cash.
After shaving their beards and their heads, putting glue on them and feathers, and then
naked,
stripping them down of all their gear, you send them staggering back into their neighborhood.
Yes.
Yeah, through the streets.
Okay.
But like with 1 hit point each. Like they're staggering.
Not only is this cathartic for you, it also appears to be cathartic for a bunch of the townsfolk who don't like these people. and there's a lot of jeering and booing and laughing, and people throwing garbage at them as they're wandering back into their neighborhood.
Hands tied behind their backs.
Okay.
With a little sign around the priest's neck that says, "Next time we take it out of your ass."
Thoroughly.
Gang war.
Is there any other humiliation that is heaped upon these 6 men for deigning to step into your neighborhood?
Could we
Use a Sharpie on them?
could we shave the priest's head completely, or do we leave a little mohawk that we could dye red so he looks like a chicken? Yeah.
Okay.
Capra just shaved the whole thing. Nobody told him about trying to make it.
There,
All right, never
We
mind.
can
There
just
is
glue the
a-
hair back on.
Unless we can get Dee Dee to make like a paper mache thing. I don't know.
You guys spend several hours
Doing arts and crafts.
doing arts and crafts. The bonfire eventually is burned down, and people in the street actually come out and start sweeping it up for the guy. He ends up picking up a lot of his broken cuckoo clocks and puts them into a big barrel, like he might salvage some of them for working bits later. He thanks you, and you leave. He hopes they don't come back.
Mark,
Yeah.
What's the item spell? What's the item called exactly? Hoodwink? We found the spell, but not the item itself.
No, it's in me. Hang on. I will find it.
People are asking in the chat.
I found it in ultimate equipment.
The ultimate, like,
Hey,
kidnapper?
Oh, where did I find it?
He does shake your hands as you leave.
hey, was it Winder? Winder?
Winder.
If they come back, drink this potion, get out, call us, we'll take care of it.
What does this potion do?
Makes you invisible.
We gnomes are known for our illusions, I suppose.
For the stream that was asking, it's called a hoodwink cowl. A creature wearing a hoodwink cowl is blinded and deafened and takes a -10 penalty on all other perception checks.
Holy bejesus. For 75 gold pieces!
Yeah, it's an uncomfortable mask that consists of black cloth hood, padded leather earmuffs, and shuttered goggles that block vision.
Okay. Yeah, it definitely needs to be sized for a particular.
Okay.
It's lined with sandpaper.
You just come back, you drink that, you come to us, we go kick their ass.
All right. If you have any watches or complicated devices that need repair or crafting,
We have one complicated device. We're definitely going to come have a chat about it later, okay?
all right. Deal. The trickiness of the Fae has rubbed off on all of you.
Oh, it's all over me. We coated in it.
Okay. He
Yeah, of course.
exhales like he's got a lot of work to do and goes back into his shop and quietly closes the door. He's very, very, very like mild mannered. No,
Mm-hmm.
very
Quiet.
soft spoken. Yep.
That guy needs a golem.
How long would it take to prestidigitate in front of his store and clean up that mess?
Some of the people in the neighborhood have come out to help him. Apparently, they like the cuckoo clock guy.
We'll help. Want to interact with the people as well?
Yep.
Sure.
Build some
Community
goodwill.
relations.
Yep. The people back away from the three freaks and allow them to sweep the street.
I ain't sweep the streets. I
Hold on.
sweep the sewers. I don't sweep streets. The fuck you guys want to sweep? Fucking sweep.
Prestidigitate probably does a 5x5 foot square per casting, so yeah, you could sweep the street that way.
What's wrong with you? There's stations in life.
No, hold on.
I go in the sewers and I kill rats. That's my problem.
What's his name? I'm gonna do a perform like a busker.
Yep.
And make like a funny show out of cleaning with a broom, like singing and dancing, with cleaning, like with a broom or whatever, and some magic, like prestidigitator. What else do I have here? It's like some 0 level spells.
Okay, so you help them out. I think that's the end of the interrupting encounter. Capra will figure out what you want to buy offline. I think with the last 10 minutes of game, I want to actually set up the hook for the next adventure. Sunny, when everyone's back at the Steel Rose, I will save. I'll do this on conversation.
Yep.
I'll drag you guys back to conversation because I think I cut you from. Oh, yeah. Second to last encounter. How do you give Dee Dee her stuff?
Sleight of hand it onto her head while she sleeps.
Okay, so she sleeps in a little tub hanging with ropes, like above Cog's shop or his alchemy bench, which Slake has been spending more time at because he's been learning how to make mutagens. Yeah, give me a sleight of hand as you can hear Dee Dee. She sings and
lie to her, basically?
mutters to
Got it
herself.
for you?
I think we're going to see if she's like, oh, the fairies blessed me with treasure.
We're hoping, yeah.
Yep.
Or she thinks the party got her gifts because she got everybody else the party gifts.
Well, let's encourage her to draw a picture for the Fey gods, and maybe she gets it that night as a reward. Who knows?
Okay, so give me a bluff as you're trying to set up a con.
Why do you use words like con?
21.
It's a prank. It's just a joke.
Natural one.
Okay. Which god should I draw?
The kind that gives you, the kind that likes to heal, the healing kind, because we get hurt so much these days.
The healing kind. Then I'm gonna think of.
How do I pronounce that?
Ektilhern? Ektigern.
Firstadicon.
Thighern.
Extigern.
Megatron.
I'm gonna dream of Ictathan. He's the lord of unicorns and Pegasi. He's the father of Luru and Yathagera. He's the god of healing and loyalty and protection. And he's part of the inner court of the Sealy court. And he's got a fluffy little goat chinny thing.
That's a good one.
He's like a Kirin.
I don't know. Okay, if you say he's like a keyring, all right. I've got one of those. I don't think it's that special.
Kirin. He's special. He's the
Okay,
specialist
well, you
of
best
all
draw him a special
unicorns.
picture then.
She draws a special picture.
And that night,
It's healing and protection.
magically, I'll take the 38, obviously.
Okay, her visual art for the magical. She'll roll instead of taking 10.
Yeah.
15. It's a
They
stupid.
appreciate the effort.
Yeah. It's the smile. She drew like a
Well, she
human
really
smile
tried.
horse kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
15's not bad. It's like
No,
there's
it's-
talent there.
yeah,
but it's
it's-
not.
So what, she
it's
got
not
hit in the head last fight? What happened to her?
Yeah. I got a 38 on the sleight of hand,
Oh, her perception's 9.
so she woke up with it.
Are you guys lingering around to see her
No,
reaction, or
no,
is she just-
she can
okay.
tell us about it when she wakes up.
Sunny,
Yes,
Sunny.
yes, yes.
what does this do?
That armor protects you from fire in a minor way, as well as.
I was blessed by Titania herself last night.
Oh,
Titania, or Tiandra, or the queen of the summer court, the archfey, summer fort, maybe it's the spring court. I'm so confused. We were talking about unicorns and Pegasi, and then I was riding